Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Master in English, where we bring you life changing lessons to help you grow and improve. My name is Dr. Reena, and in today's video, we are going to dive deep into chapter 1 of Stop Talking, Start Doing by Shaa Wasmund. This chapter is all about the most important lesson we all need to learn, turning our ideas into actions. Have you ever found yourself endlessly planning, thinking, and talking about something you want to achieve, but somehow it never happens? Well, this chapter is for you. Let's explore why thinking and talking are not enough and how we can actually start doing. In the chapter 1, author talk about the power of taking action. In the chapter 1, author opens with the powerful insight. Ideas are worth nothing until you act on them. We all have brilliant ideas and we talk about them constantly, whether it's about starting a business, losing weight, or learning something new. But the truth is, action is the bridge between dreaming and doing. Author goes on to explain that thinking and talking are very easy, but taking action is very hard, where most people get stuck. Why? Because of fear, self doubt, or simply the feeling that the perfect moment never arrives. Author motivates us to stop waiting for the perfect condition and start with what we have where we are. It's not about having everything planned out perfectly. It's about taking that first step, no matter how small. The key message of chapter 1: you don't need to have everything figured out. Most of the time, we hesitate because we are waiting for the right moment or the perfect plan. But action creates clarity. The more you do, the more you figure out. Start now, not later. Every day you wait is another day of missed opportunities. By taking actions now, even if it's small, you start moving forward. Now you may be thinking, but how do I begin? Well, small steps matters. Author emphasizes that first step is the hardest, whether it's making a call, writing the first page of a book, or creating a rough draft of a business plan. The key is to start, just like that first dominoes falling, which will eventually lead to a chain reaction. And remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just start. As we move to the next chapters, you will see how taking actions is not just a one time event. It builds momentum, it leads to growth, and most importantly, it helps you face your fears and overcome them. In the chapter 2, overcoming fears, author talk about this thing, overcoming fears. Author talks about the fear that stops most people from acting: fear of failure, fear of judgment, and the fear of unknown are all common hurdles. But here is the twist: fear is a sign that you are about to step out of your comfort zone, and stepping out is exactly what we need to do. If you want to grow and achieve something great, in chapter 1, we learned that taking action is essential, but sometimes taking that first step feels terrifying. That where chapter 2 comes in. Here comes in story. Fear will always be there, but the key is to take action despite the fear. In fact, actions help to conquer fear. The more you act, the less power fear has over you. And in the chapter 3rd, author talk about building momentum. Once you have taken that first step, momentum kicks in. In chapter 3, author tells us how important it is to keep going after that initial action. Momentum is that what people or what thing that motivate us to move forward, and it's built through consistent action. First step is important, but the second and third step are just as crucial. Success does not happen overnight, but it does happen when you keep taking small actions over time. So these are the key insights, chapter 1 and 2. Momentum is like a snowfall. Once you start moving, things begin to get easier. The more action you take, the bigger momentum becomes, and soon progress becomes unstoppable. And small actions lead to a big result. You may not see immediate results, but don't let that discourage you. Consistency pays off. The small actions we talk about in the chapter 1 are the foundation for building momentum in chapter 3. Taking actions today will lay the groundwork for tomorrow's success. It's the consistency of those actions that creates the snowfall effect, making it easier to continue taking action. In the chapter 4, author talks about learning from failure. Now that we have built momentum, what happens when things don't go as planned? In chapter 4, author reminds us that failure is not the end. It's part of process. Everyone who has achieved success has faced failure at some point. Failure is just feedback, a learning experience that shows us what works and what does not. Don't fear failure because it's just a stepping stone towards success. With momentum, you are bound to face obstacles and failures. But remember, failing is part of the journey. Every time you fail, it's an opportunity to learn and grow. Don't stop when things get enough or tough. Instead, fail forward. Keep moving, learn from your mistakes, and continue the journey. In the chapter 5, author talks about the importance of support. Author discusses the importance of having a support system. No one achieves success alone, whether it's family, friends, or mentors. Having people who encourage and guide you makes all the difference. Sometimes, when we are stuck, all we need a little push or some guidance to keep going. Failure might be tough, but when you have a support system in place, you don't have to face it alone. Support from others can provide the motivation you need to get back on track and continue taking action even after setbacks. In the chapter 6, author talks about enjoying the rewards of action. Finally, author tells us that success is not just about the destination, but about enjoying the journey. When you take consistent action, celebrate your wins no matter how small. Recognize that every step forward is progress and you should take pride in it. Success is the culmination of all your actions, and the journey itself is worth celebrating. As you build your momentum with the help of your support system, and as you learn from failures, remember to enjoy the process. Take time to appreciate the effort the small wins, and the lessons you learn along the way. So, to wrap things up, stop talking, start doing is all about taking action. In the chapter 1 teaches us that ideas are nothing without action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, and even small steps will lead to big result. From there, you learn to overcome fear, build momentum, embrace failure, and appreciate the importance of support. And finally, enjoy the journey. Because when you start doing, you not only move closer to your goals, but about become a better version of yourself along the way. I hope today's video helped you understand the power of action. If you found this content useful, please like, subscribe my channel. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Keep learning and keep growing.